and welcome back to AYD Magic Tricks. In this video, we'll be looking at yet another insane magic trick that you can perform for your friends and family, and you can entertain them as well. Now this trick is a very beginner's trick, and you know why? Because it's a mathematical card trick. I'm going to show you a performance for the trick so that you can tell what it's like to be a spectator, and then I'll show you the trick to behind the scenes of how to perform it. So, an in-depth tutorial. Now, if you guys are new to the channel, then make sure to subscribe if you want to support me by clicking that red subscribe button down there and turning it grey. Also, if you like the video and you enjoy it at any point of time, then make sure to just go down there and smash that like button. It really helps me out a lot. Also, if you want notifications so that you won't miss any updates on new videos that I upload on this channel itself, then make sure to ring that bell icon and turn notifications to all. That way, every time I upload some brand new content, you'll be able to view it as soon as it is published. So, enough chit chat, and right now I'll show you a performance and then we'll dive right into the tutorial. Okay guys, so here's a performance for this awesome mathematical trick. The first thing that I'm going to do is, I'm going to take this deck of cards and I can show you that it's completely random. We have no setup here whatsoever. You can see right here. Just like that, these cards are incredibly random. Now, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to have my spectator pick a number between 11 and 20. So that's 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 and 20. So, since I don't have a spectator right now with me and I'm recording this video alone, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just select a random number between 11 and 20. But when you're performing this for your friends and family, you can let them pick a number, okay? So let's say that my spectator picks 12. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to deal 12 cards on the table. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Just like that, I have 12 cards now. So I'm going to pick these up and put the rest of the deck on the table. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to deal the sum of the digits back onto the deck. Now what I mean by that is that a spectator picked the number 12, right? So what is the sum of the digits of 12, 1 and 2? It is 3 because 1 plus 2 is 3. And so I'm going to take 3 cards from these 12 and put it back on the deck. So 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to take the 4th card and we're going to put it aside. Okay? Because this is one of the cards that we have picked. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to put this back on the bottom of the deck and then I'm going to repeat the process once again. Now, since our spectator picked 12 the last time, I'm going to say that our spectator picked 14, for example. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14. Just like that, I now have 14 cards here. So, I'm going to take these 14 cards and I'm going to place the rest of the deck just like this. So, we have a one picked card and our rest of the deck. Now, the sum of the digits of the number 14 is 5. So, 1 plus 4 is 5. And so, I'm going to place 5 cards down on this deck. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And the 6th card is going to be our second picked card. I'm going to put this on the bottom of the deck and we're going to repeat the process for a 3rd time. So, let's say our spectator picked 19 this time. That's a big number. So we're going to deal 19 on the table. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Just like that. Now, I'm going to take these 19 cards, place the rest of the deck down and I'm going to deal down the sum of the digits of 19. That is 1 plus 9, which is 10. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Then our 11th card is going to be our 3rd picked card. I'm going to repeat this process one more time. Okay. So, let's say that our spectator picked 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. So, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these 15 cards and place the rest of the deck down. Then I'm going to lay down 6 cards because that's the sum of the digits of 15. 1 plus 5 is 6. And so I'm going to deal 6 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 7th card is going to be our 4th and final picked card. Now I'm going to place the rest of these cards in my hand on top of the deck, and I'm going to place the rest of the deck aside because I don't need it for this trick. Now we randomize the order of this deck basically, and now what we have are just 4 random cards from the deck. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to change these 4 random cards into the 4 aces. That would be incredible, right? Because in our entire deck of 52 cards, we just magically picked out the 4 aces. So let's snap our fingers above each ace to magically change them. 1, 2, 3 and 4. And now if I reveal these 4 cards, then you can see that we magically have the 4 aces. And basically that's the trick, guys. And so now we're going to dive into an in-depth tutorial on how to perform this trick. Okay guys, I'm glad that you got into the video so far, which means that you like the performance and want to learn how this trick works. So the first thing that you're going to need is you're going to have to do a little setup, okay? So the setup is that you're first going to take the 4 aces out from your deck. Now this setup can be done behind your spectators, okay? Because if you do it in front of them, then they'll know that the trick is not actually random. So you're going to take the 4 aces from your deck. I already have them on top here, okay? So I have the 4 aces from my deck. So what you want to do with these is you want to currently set them aside. There isn't any specific order for these like other ace tricks. The order doesn't really matter. However, if you want, then you can put them in the reverse order like I said. So right now, like I said, for the setup, you want to take the 4 aces and you want to turn your deck upside down. Then you want to deal out 8 cards on the table, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Also, the entire order of the rest of the deck can be completely random, okay? So you can like shuffle it up and do whatever you want. All you need to know is that the 4 aces are aside, okay? The order of this entire deck can be completely random because it really doesn't matter. Like I said, we want to deal 8 cards on the table, and then you want to take your first ace and place it in the 9th position, okay? Then you want to take your deck and deal 8 more cards on top of the ace. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Then take another ace and place it in the 18th position, if my math is right. Then you want to do the same thing twice again. So 8 cards on top of the ace and then put another ace in. Then we're going to do the same thing one last time. I'm going to put my last ace in. Now, since you have the rest of this deck left over, what you want to do is you just want to take it and put it on top, okay? Then I'm going to square up my deck and turn it over. Now basically what that's done is it has got the aces in the 9th, 18th, 27th and 36th positions in this 52 card deck. So next what you want to do is that's it for the setup, and so you want to just follow the instructions and your trick will basically work, okay? That's all there is to it. That's the best thing about mathematical tricks, okay? So I'm going to be showing you the steps that you need to follow in order to make this trick work. So the first thing that you need to do is you want to tell your spectator to pick a random number between 11 and 20, okay? So they can pick between n random numbers. And here it doesn't really matter because the math of this trick is all correct. And so even if your spectator picks any number between 11 and 20, the trick is still gonna work and you're magically gonna still get an ace, okay? So what you want to do is, like I said, say the spectator picks 16, okay? For example, your spectator might pick an entirely different number, but it doesn't matter. What you want to do is basically, you want to deal down the number of cards your spectator has said, okay? So like I said, we're going to take the example of 16. So you want to deal 16 cards down on the table. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay. And you want to deal down exact number of cards here, because if you don't, then what will happen is your trick will not work and the math will go wrong somewhere. So the only thing to really be worrying about in this trick is to just deal down the correct number of cards and not like mess up and take 2 cards at a time or something like that. Okay. You want to deal down 1 card at a time and just follow the steps. So I've got 16 cards down here because that's the number that my imaginary spectator picked. Next, you want to take these 16 cards in your right hand if you're a righty and in your left hand if you're a lefty. I'm righty, so I'm going to take it in my right hand, which in the video will look as if it's my left hand because I'm recording for an opposite angle. But this is actually my right hand. Then I'm going to take my other hand, which has the rest of the deck in it, and then I'm going to place it down. So now I have the 16 cards in my hand. Now you want to tell your spectator that the next thing we're going to do is we're going to randomize it up even more. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to calculate the sum of the digits of the number that our spectator picked. So in this case, our spectator picked 16. And so what we want to do is we want to add the digits 1 and 6. And so the total is 7. And so you want to take 7 cards and this time not deal them down on the table but deal them on the deck. Okay. So not on the table but onto the deck. So we are going to take 7 cards and put them on the deck now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now once you have that done, you're going to take the 8th card and you're going to place it as your magical or picked card. And what is this going to be? It's actually an ace. Now the similar thing is going to happen with all 4 of your aces. However, you don't want to reveal that just when you pick it out. You want to reveal it after all 4 are done. But for the purposes of this tutorial, I just showed you. Okay. So we're going to put this down and we're going to do the same for the rest of the cards. Also, one more thing that I want to tell you is that once you have one ace picked out, you want to take the rest of the deck, and when you go to do it for the second one, you don't want to place the rest of the cards on top of the deck, but you want to place them on the bottom of the deck. Okay. So I have these leftover cards and I'm going to place them on the bottom. Now, you don't need to place the rest of the cards on the bottom because it really doesn't matter now. In fact, you can just throw your deck out of the window. It doesn't even matter because now you actually have your 4 aces right here. So, now you're going to tell your spectator sort of story or a conclusion for the trick just so that you can do your reveal. Okay. Also, you're going to tell your spectator that now we have 4 random cards here and you're just gonna snap your fingers, wave your hand, do whatever reveal you want to, but you can show them that you actually have here none other than the 4 aces out of a 52 card deck. It's just a miracle. See, we got the 4 aces. And so that's the tutorial for this awesome mathematical trick, guys, and you can use this to entertain your family and friends and show them your awesome magic talent. But that's it for this video, guys, and I'll meet you in the next video. Stay tuned and peace out.